Hello everyone, welcome to this program where we will talk about a very important topic that is obesity. A topic that is often treated with jokes or ignorance but which in reality is very serious.
That's right, today we want to talk not only about the risks, but also about the emotional and physical part that many people live. Because obesity is not just an appearance, it's health and self-esteem.
And we also want to see the side of the personal change. That there is hope and that with the effort and self-love, you can achieve great changes in your body and way of thinking. But for the audience who doesn't know what obesity is,
obesity is when a person has an excess of fat in the body. This can affect health and cause diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, respiratory problems, among other problems.
But it's not about judging. Many times, obesity is caused by bad habits, but it can also be hormonal, emotional, or even genetic.
exactly. That's why it's so important to speak with respect and empathy. And above all, inform us. Because some people only focus on the physics and forget about the feelings of the people.
Let's be clear, some disadvantages of obesity include difficulty of moving, fatigue, and an increase of risk of diseases. On the emotional part, many people are bullied or discriminated against because of their look.
But also some people, although overweight, are active or healthy in other ways. This can be achieved by changing our habits.
One advantage that we can mention talking about this topic is that when a person manages to change their habits, their self-esteem improves enormously. They feel more motivated to continue growing.
And to inspire us, today we have with us a very brave girl. She experienced bullying, illness, and also a big change. Welcome, Camila.
Hi, thank you for inviting me. Well, I'm a little nervous about telling this, but I think it might help someone out there.
Camila, can you tell us a little bit about your story?
Of course, since I was little, I always was chubby. I like to eat a lot of junk food, but it was principally because of my anxiety. At school, my classmates told me rude things and they made me feel like I wasn't good enough to even have friends. Then I started to feel very bad. I was tired all the time, I was sweating, my head hurted, and it was there when I decided to go to a special doctor. There I was diagnosticated with diabetes type 2 at the age of 13.
Wow! And how did you overcome it all?
In fact, it was difficult. At first I cried a lot, but one day I decided that I didn't want to live like that anymore.
How amazing! What about diabetes?
Well, I still have diabetes. That disease is not gone just by losing some weight, but now I have it under control. I take care of myself and my alimentation. Also, I take medication and I don't let the diabetes stop me from doing what I like doing my hobbies or doing exercise.
You're an example that change is possible, and also that there are things that depend not only on weight. It depends on health in general.
Thank you for telling us this. Your story can motivate many people who are going through the same thing right now.
Thank you for inviting me. I just wanted to tell everyone to take care about themselves, not to be defined by their body, and also to do something if you don't feel good about it. And not for others, do it for yourself. Yourself is first, then others' opinions.
Very good advice, and remember, it's not just about how you look, it's about how you feel about yourself.
Seeking help and changing habits is what it takes to make a change.
Thank you for joining us today. And if you're watching us and you are going through something similar, you're not alone. There's always a way to improve. See you next time.
See you next time.
See you next time.